My beloved child, listen closely to me right now. This moment we are sharing isn't a random intersection or a coincidence of the algorithm. I brought you here specifically because I saw how you have been searching, waiting for something deeper than just advice, looking for a living word designed just for you right now. The longing in your heart, the uncertainty in your footsteps, and that quiet hush that falls over you before you have to make a big decision. None of it escapes my attention. Do not let anything distract you for the next few minutes. This revelation is not just another gentle encouragement to make you feel better for a moment, but my deliberate invitation for you to step into the life I prepared before you ever drew breath. If you turn away now, the questions in your heart will stay unresolved. But if you remain with me, you will find exactly what you didn't even know you were missing. Pause here for a moment. Place your hand over your chest and take 2 slow, intentional breaths. Let that simple act be your first step toward receiving what is promised. I want you to know that I am not distant, and I am certainly not silent. Can you sense my nearness right now? Like warmth settling on your shoulders in the quiet morning air? I see the closed doors you are facing, the places where weariness has gathered in your body, and the memories that cause your chest to tighten with each recollection. You weren't alone in those nights when discouragement seemed endless. You weren't alone in the thick of conflict, or in the moments when familiar faces spoke words that stun you deeply. I was with you in those exact moments. The pain, every stifled sigh, every anxious whisper that looped in your mind, I received them all. Even now, as you listen to my voice, I am clearing away the obstacles you felt powerless to move. If that truth touched you, say aloud, I am not alone. Let your voice join your heartbeat. Declare it once. The things that have pressed you down will not define your future. My child, this is the hour when invisible barriers start to crumble. Not by your determination alone, but because my presence brings a new way forward. You are not trapped in the cycles of your past betrayals, missed opportunities, or words that seem to close paths forever. I have never overlooked a single tear, nor dismissed the silent prayers that rose from your spirit at midnight. With me, nothing you face is wasted. My hand is not slack, and my attention never wanders from you. Even as you inhale right now, feeling the rise and fall of your breath, know that my spirit surrounds you. I am nearer than you realize, attentive to every subtle need, ready to supply strength where you feel fragile and restoration where you thought nothing could be repaired. The next small act. Take out a scrap of paper and write down one closed door you want opened. Keep it somewhere you will see it this week. This is your tangible step. Stay near to me. I am not spinning idle words, but pouring out vitality, infusing you with clarity. My voice is the steadying presence that roots you when emotions shift and circumstances threaten to pull you under. Through every storm, every piece of unwelcome news, every tense exchange at home, I have remained steadfast by your side. My power is sufficient not only to deliver you, but to transform what others thought was finished. When things felt impossible and the waiting grew heavy, I was already at work behind the scenes, making preparations you could not see. Even if you doubted, my assurance did not waver. That is why I ask you to bring your heart fully here and refuse to cut short this communion. You sense the tension, wanting relief from confusion and longing for a path to open before you. My guidance is subtle but sure. As sunlight shifts softly through the window, I am moving circumstances and people, shifting what felt immovable. Your worries and your history cannot overrule what I have determined for you. No disappointment, no harmful intent of others, and no lingering regret holds power greater than my love in this hour. I am preparing doors to open wide, doors you once pressed against with hope and left discouraged, believing they would never yield. Watch as those barriers lose their strength. You may ask quietly, can this really change? What if I'm too late? What if my faith is too small? Little one, please hear this. I do not measure you by the size of your belief or by your accomplishments. My kindness flows because of who I am, not because of what you have done. I am not waiting for you to become unbreakable before I act. Instead, I meet you in your weakness, in the places you are most uncertain. Your value is found in my heart for you, not in the perfection you try to maintain. Let your breath steady. Let your thoughts settle. For I am close, tending to the soil of your spirit and watering the seeds I placed within you long ago. Here in this sacred pause, I reach into all that you hide, the anxiety stowed away, old wounds still tender, and the exhaustion that dampens your expectations. My healing is not merely surface level. I am providing rest to the places inside you that never knew comfort. I lift heaviness and establish you on a firmer foundation than you have ever known. Today, your inner landscape is being renewed. Steadiness replaces volatility, reassurance banishes old fears, and hope emerges fresh as dew. Trust that the process unfolding in you is not random. You are not standing by accident in the glow of my presence, but by my careful design. I see your home, the atmosphere that hangs between words spoken and unspoken. My gaze penetrates beyond outward appearances, past the mask of composure, into the quiet aches that linger after conversations end. You may fear conflict, suppressing your thoughts to avoid sparking unrest, but nothing escapes my wisdom or my gentle command. I bridge the divisions, soothing hearts, restoring calm, transforming irritations into opportunities for understanding. Even as you sense the undertow of emotions at home, I am instilling peace that reshapes your surroundings. You've yearned for signs, for evidence that things are shifting. Listen, as you remain with me, my activity unfolds in the places you cannot trace. I have already begun to heal what was fractured, to bring balance where things have been unsettled, to cultivate in you a readiness for what comes next. My invitation now, choose one small, loving thing you can do for your home today. A text, a cooked meal, a listening ear, and do it as an act of trust. Let action follow the peace you're receiving. My peace is not fleeting or shallow. It is a lasting calm, a rest deep enough to welcome new beginnings. Feel it now, settling softly in your heart, rising as confidence that your journey has a purpose beyond your understanding. Stay attentive, my beloved. What I am releasing is not just a comfort for today, but a divine action that changes your direction entirely. As the music of my voice settles around you, let it draw you ever closer, fostering new expectancy. Do not let anything interrupt what I am pouring out. Your next season will not depend on striving or on what others think you deserve, but on my enduring presence and unwavering care. Each word I give you becomes a step on the path I have revealed, one that grows clearer as you trust and follow me. This morning, as your feet touch the ground, and the gentle hush of a new day settles around you. Let me remind you, my gaze has not left you for a single heartbeat. Your struggles, your questions, the uncertain weight pressing at the edges of your mind, I know each one intimately. Breathe in deeply and feel how the air itself stills with my presence, an invisible embrace that cradles both your hopes and your anxieties. The world may rush, clamoring for your attention, but inside this quiet moment, I am drawing you nearer, patient and tender. Even now, I whisper peace into the places that tremble with fear. I see your heart waver, your thoughts looping over the same old doubts. What if I am not enough? What if my longing outpaces your timing? You need to know, I have heard these silent questions and I do not turn away. Before the demands of today can swirl you into distraction, pause with me. Can you taste the sweetness in this pause? Sheltered from striving, where your soul finds rest, not in your effort, but in my closeness. Place your hand on your chest as a sign of surrender and gratitude. Listen to the steady rhythm I have set there. My reassurance is not empty. It carries living power, tailoring comfort to every ache you carry. You who feel invisible in crowded rooms or misunderstood even by those you love, I see you completely. I delight in your hidden moments of compassion, your small choices to love when it feels costly. Nothing escapes me, my child. The quiet sacrifices matter infinitely more than the world's applause. If you can, speak this promise aloud now. I am worthy of love. Let it land on your tongue. Let it be the sound that rebukes old lies. Do not let the shadow of comparison chase away the light I have placed within you. It is easy, I know, to measure yourself against others, wondering why their path seems smoother, their harvest riper. But I remind you, dear one, I am crafting your journey with precision. My timings are never careless. Where you see delay, I am planting deeper roots. I do not withhold what you need. The doors that remain closed now protect you as much as they prepare you. In waiting, you are not abandoned. I am at work in every unseen moment. Trust the slowness, for it allows me to shield you and shape you for joys you cannot yet imagine. You worry about the outcome, the end results you can barely glimpse. What if I miss the opportunity? What if failure is inevitable? Lay these concerns at my feet right now. Here, your identity is not ruined by perceived shortcomings, nor is your value measured in fleeting achievements. I strengthen you by my presence. My guidance steadies hands that fumble. Though you may not see the purpose behind every turn, each step taken with me is firmly grounded. When uncertainty murmurs that you are alone, recall how I draw near to the brokenhearted. I am infinitely patient, tenderly teaching you to trust even when sight is dim. If you ache for loved ones, those whose hearts seem distant, whose lives wind through storms and rocky places, know this: I receive every quiet prayer, every sigh too deep for words. Stand with me in this gentle intercession, not through striving, but by resting the whole weight of your longing on my strong shoulders. I am the one who pursues without giving up. I reach across barriers you cannot cross on your own. Even now, my love seeps into the hardest places, softening, inviting, renewing where you have grown weary of waiting. I am never limited by what seems impossible to you. This is holy ground, the ordinary morning full of possibility. I invite you to begin anew, not with anxiety, but with anticipation. Are you willing to yield the agendas that crowd your mind, the list of what should be by now? Let me reset your pace. My freedom flourishes in surrender. In the silence after your worries, notice my peace settling, a warmth steadying you, a gentle stirring to hope again. Even when nothing around you moves, even when you do not feel progress, I am planting seeds that will break forth in my timing. Let the sunrise remind you that I do not recycle old mercies. Each dawn brings a fresh outpouring for you. My promises do not wear thin through repetition. Whatever has gone before, failures, missed chances, wounds that still sting, I am not limited by your past. I gather the fragments and hold them with care. I speak newness over yesterday's pain. If shame tries to keep you silent, if regret clings to your resolve, hear me. You are not bound to your mistakes. I call you forward, cleansed by my love, free to hope boldly. Sometimes I allow you to stand in uncertainty so you may learn how deeply I love you, not for what you perform, but for who you are to me. You have not lost your way, not while I am leading. Pause and sense my nearness like a gentle weight resting on your shoulder, grounding you in the here and now. Each breath, each heartbeat is a small reminder that I sustain your very life. When distractions clamor, come back to me. I hold you more firmly than any worry could. Your story is not stalled. It is being shaped by hands that do not falter. If the pressures of the day gather, if voices beckon you to hurry or despair, remember this: you are not facing them alone. When discouragement settles like a fog, let my words be your shelter. I am committed to you, ever present, never relenting. Hold my promise close. No situation, no brokenness is too far for my touch to redeem. Look for the small signs of my kindness scattered around you. The laughter of a child, the unexpected smile, the quiet strength that rises within you to meet the day. I am there in each. You may not always understand my methods. What appears as delay or silence is not my absence, but my devotion working deep beneath the surface. Trust in this process, even when answers seem far away. Do not despise small beginnings. I smile on each faithful step. When confusion wrestles with clarity, turn to me in stillness. I will whisper wisdom where fear had made you deaf to hope. It is not by your striving, but by my presence that victory grows sure within you. The promise I have spoken over your life stands firm, unshaken by circumstance. There will be challenges, yes, but every struggle faced alongside me becomes a testimony of my goodness. I do not lead you into more than I equip you to bear. When you feel weak, lean in. My strength flourishes in your dependence. Receive the gift of this very moment, my nearness as a quiet anchor, my love as a covering you cannot outrun. The journey ahead is not meant to frighten you, but to call you deeper into trust. As you keep returning to me, layer by layer, I will reveal how all things are working, even now, for your growth and your joy. Act on one small next step right now. Commit one sentence to paper about a hope you've been afraid to admit. Keep it visible this week as a reminder that you're moving forward. You may find your mind wandering to unfinished tasks or the worries stacked up at the edges of your awareness. In these moments, let my presence become your shelter. Feel my peace pressing in gently, quieting the flurry inside. My voice does not compete with the noise. It settles over you with patience, asking only for the smallest opening, a willingness to notice that I am here. When anxiety tries to draw you away, do not condemn yourself. Let that awareness be the cue to breathe deeply. Acknowledge that you are safe in me, and allow your racing thoughts to become like leaves drifting on a slow river. carried onward by my steady current. So many of you worry if you're measuring up, as if my love wavers by the hour or is earned by another day's effort. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. But even before you speak, I have drawn near. My gaze rests on you with kindness, not evaluation. When you reach for me in fumbling, half-formed prayers, I hear the yearning underneath. Bring me your disappointments, the real ones, not as you wish they were. Sit in the quiet and let your weariness unfold, knowing you are not alone. I do not shy away from your rawest admissions. It is here, as you are, that I come closest. Imagine the warmth of sunlight settling on your shoulders as morning rises. Picture this as my care unfolding you, steady and reliable. You were never meant to carry the burdens that weigh your spirit down. I have always planned to lift them. As you settle into this truth, take a moment to notice your breath. In every inhalation is the gift of my sustaining presence, and in each exhale, an invitation to let go, to surrender what you cannot control. This is not a once-for-all gesture, but a rhythm, a gentle yielding throughout your day. Sometimes the story you tell yourself is shaped by yesterday's failures or today's urgent needs. Listen carefully. I am not bound by your former struggles, and I do not define your worth by your pace. You are my beloved, not for what you accomplish or the roles you uphold, but because I have called you mine. Let my words become the truth that pierces through old fears. When you find yourself comparing, measuring, or doubting your value, return to this moment. My affection for you is not a fleeting feeling, but a fixed reality. Many nights, you whisper prayers for your family, those constant, sacred hopes held in the deepest part of your heart. Know that I gather every longing and every sigh into my keeping. My watchfulness covers those you love even when you cannot be with them. Entrust them to me without reservation. Let my promise of care replace the grip of anxiety. I am working even in silent spaces, working in the hearts of those you cherish. Rest in confidence that their journey is held within my vast, deliberate goodness. Each morning, my invitation is freshly set before you. It is not a list of demands, but a call to relationship, to draw near and receive. Even if your words falter, even if your gratitude feels small, come anyway. Receive what today holds. Not as a test, but as a gift. A field where hope sprouts new. My presence is enough to strengthen your resolve and rest your spirit. In the small acts of daily faithfulness, I am with you. Blessing what you offer, no matter how humble it feels to you. Sometimes surrender means pausing in the middle of the rush just long enough to notice me. In the kitchen's quiet, in the pause before a meeting, in the moment your fears rise, these are the spaces I fill. I am close, not only when you succeed, but especially when you stumble. Do not let shame keep you from reaching out. My mercy runs deeper than every failure or regret. My delight in you has never depended on your performance or your mood. Return to me again and again. My arms remain open. Beloved, I see the questions that persist. Will I be enough? Can I change? Will everything turn out right? Let those questions settle for a breath. Turn your focus from certainties you cannot grasp to my presence you can trust. I am not waiting for you to impress me. All I ask is your nearness and honesty. I am building something within you, even when you feel stalled or insignificant. Every step forward, every pause to pray is precious to me. Your progress is not measured as the world measures. You don't have to force your soul to feel what it cannot. Instead, trust me with your emptiness. Place your hand on your heart and welcome my nearness. Even if you feel numb, even if hope feels distant, your feelings are not a barrier to me. They are doorways that invite my tenderness in new ways. I know your seasons of quiet, your moments of confusion, and I remain steadfast. Let your doubt and your hope mingle in my presence. Neither is wasted on me. My encouragement to you is simple. Take the next breath, and in it, remember that you belong to me. You need not see how the story ends to trust the one who authors it. The peace I extend is not the absence of storms, but a calm within them, a groundedness that lives through uncertainty. When you feel forgotten or unseen, whisper my name and know I am listening. Every day, I renew my loving intentions toward you, shaping a tomorrow anchored in the reality of my faithfulness, drawing you ever deeper into my heart. Beloved child, draw a deeper breath and sense my nearness like liquid light filling the room. You have come this far, not by accident. Each step has mattered, though you have doubted the path more than once. I see the war within you, the urge to retreat, the arguments you raise against yourself, the memory of prayers that seem to vanish into silence. But listen, my voice is carving a new space in your heart, one where shame cannot linger. Even now, while your thoughts run wild, I am stretching out my hand to steady you. Place your palm over your heart for a moment and feel the thrum of life, my gift, my rhythm pulsing within you. I am aware of how exhaustion has drawn lines upon your soul. Some days, hope seems as fragile as glass, ready to shatter if you are not careful. Yet what you call weakness, I see as sacred dependence. You do not need to hide your trembling from me, for I am not scandalized by your humanity. I welcome it. You long to appear strong, capable, healed, but what I desire is your realness, nothing held back. When you crack open the places you have sealed shut, you give me permission to flood in, to make what is dry alive again. The tightness in your chest, the weight behind your eyes, these are signals, not failures. They are invitations into my comfort, not evidence of your inadequacy. Pause. Let unwanted tears rise if they will. I do not ask you to fix what hurts before I draw close. I want to be the calm in the storm you cannot silence, the warmth in the cold places you hide. Every heartache you carry aches in my own. You have wondered if I look away when you struggle, but hear me. I am most attentive when pain sharpens and when the world turns dim. I am the hand reaching through the fog to hold you upright, even as you collapse inside. Do you sense my breath whispering peace over you now? I know the fears that gnaw at the edges of your confidence. What if this broken cycle never ends? What if the dreams you buried remain only memories? What if you are too flawed to ever see real change? I am not angry at your doubts, precious one. My presence is not a reward for perfect faith, but the answer to questions you don't dare speak aloud. The enemy has tried to convince you your story is over, or that I have chosen someone else. Yet here you are, drawn back into holy conversation because my love refuses to let you go. Even your resistance cannot override my resolve to make you whole. There is more unfolding than you can yet perceive. Right now, as you listen, a gentle realignment is taking place inside you. The lies whispered over your identity are beginning to loosen. The burdens you agreed to carry alone are shifting. Stop. Notice how your breathing has slowed, your heartbeat finding a steadier rhythm. That is me re-entering you with the truth of who you are. Chosen, fought for, fiercely cherished. Every scar, every regret, every whispered apology you never voiced, I gather these and transform them into marks of your becoming, not evidence of your disqualification. Your past is not a prophecy over your future. You have believed the accusation that your pain is punishment, that you are stuck because of past choices or failures too dark to utter. But I am breaking that agreement now. Shame is like a shadow cast by turning away from my light. When you turn back toward me, shadows disappear. Say it aloud if you can. I am worthy of love. Let it feel unnatural. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Let the words take root even as doubt protests. This is not a performance for my approval. This is an awakening to the reality that every fracture in you is an opening for my glory. Where the world offered rejection, I offer belonging. Where you were overlooked, I mark you as significant. Feel my hand on your shoulder, the weight of it not heavy, but grounding. A reassurance that you do not walk alone, not for a single step. Breathe deeper in silence. Sense the promise woven through stillness. You are seen, known, and enveloped in care that never exhausts itself. I am not simply restoring you to who you were before pain entered. I am leading you into a newness you have not yet imagined. The very places in you that felt abandoned are becoming the sites of greatest encounter with my love. Listen. The old narrative is fading. I know there is a part of you still skeptical, still bracing for disappointment. Perhaps you expected a miracle shaped in a way familiar to your old hopes. Or maybe you settled for less because you lost the strength to keep asking. My timing is not always your timing, but my faithfulness never falters. Do not measure my work by the speed of deliverance. Instead, invite me into the middle of the uncertainty. There is a reason you are reawakened in this moment, right here, to the possibility of something new breaking through. Trust that what I begin in you, I will finish with more beauty than you believe possible. Let me speak specifically to your waiting heart today. As you pass through ordinary moments, you will sense sudden waves of peace. Unexplainable and lasting. That is my signature. You'll know it's me because anxiety fades even if circumstances don't instantly change. Notice this, and when it comes, pause and whisper, "Thank you for not leaving me." In that surrender, you create room for greater revelations, deeper healing, a transformation that others will see and recognize as undeniably divine. There is something I am preparing for you, and it is being born in the quiet endurance of your present obedience. You are not simply enduring this season. You are being recreated within it. Old wounds are being drawn gently to the surface, not for shame, but for cleansing. I have always known the depth of your ache, but now I want you to invite me into that ache, allowing me to touch what you have tried to numb. My compassion is endlessly patient. I do not recoil from your doubts, your fears, or your inconsistencies. Instead, I cradle them in mercy and breathe life into what was withered. Let go of the idea that wholeness means the absence of need. True strength is found in letting me meet those needs day by day. There are unseen armies surrounding you, beloved. While you may feel isolated, you are never alone in battle. Others have walked this valley and emerged with a radiance that could only be born through struggle. As you sense this stirring, take one concrete step today toward a hope you've neglected. Make a call, Write the first line of that dream, or say a short prayer for courage. Consider this your declaration that you will move forward in faith. You are now entering that company of the awakened, learning to welcome my presence even in darkness. When I say you are not forsaken, I do not speak poetry. I declare reality. Lift your gaze, feel the atmosphere tinged with hope. For your breakthrough is not a distant promise, but a living force at work within you. Now reach for me in your weariness. Allow your defenses to fall for a moment and experience what it is to be fully seen and still fully loved. The shift you sense is not an illusion. It is the first fruits of transformation. Remember, I will use what once threatened to destroy you as the foundation for greater authority. Pieces are multiplying within you, crowding out the old agreements you made with fear. There are depths yet to explore, mysteries yet to be revealed, and I am leading you with a gentleness that refuses to let you slip back into despair. Pause again. Place your hand on your heart and breathe, sensing my delight over you. This is not the end of your story. There is something hidden in your ordinary days that is about to be awakened. Watch. Surrender is not losing. Surrender is winning everything that matters. Keep listening. There is revelation waiting on the other side of the next moment. You are ready for more. Even if your mind struggles to believe it, my spirit stirs your soul, urging you to step out from the familiar fears that have anchored you. I have not brought you this far so you could remain stuck, circling old regrets and stale shame. Hear me, those cycles are ending now. With every inhale, sense my nearness, a gentle but unyielding pressure against your heart, coaxing it open, making space for hope to settle where anxiety once reigned. You thought I was silent through your darkest nights, but I was gathering tears, shaping each one into pearls of strength that now line the path ahead. What if every closed door has been my hand guiding you toward a greater unveiling? Nothing was wasted, not one aching moment. Allow yourself to remember one wound that still stings when pressed. Let it surface, even if your reflex is to retreat. This is not for punishment, but for healing. I see the wound festering beneath your laughter. I see the silent battles waged after you leave the room. You keep asking, will I always hurt like this? Beloved, healing is not withheld. It is already at work within you, unfolding steadily, even on days you feel numb. Rest your palm over your chest and breathe, feeling the heat of my presence radiate through your skin. This warmth is evidence. I am not distant, but intimately engaged in your restoration. You are not what happened to you. Say this aloud, even through trembling lips. I am not my scars. I am marked by love. Each time you speak these words, you break another chain crafted by old narratives and whispered lies. When you find yourself doubting, return to this moment. Feel that pulse under your hand. Each beat is a reminder, I have called you chosen. Beloved, set apart for purposes neither pain nor disappointment can cancel. It is safe to believe that your best days do not lie behind you. Sometimes surrender feels like defeat. But I tell you, it is the birthplace of true power. When you finally let go of the illusion of control, your hands become free to grasp the gifts I am placing within them. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Why fight so hard to hold broken pieces together when I am ready to build something unbreakable in their place? Do not believe the lie that surrender makes you weak. In the yielding, you allow my strength to wrap around every fragile place. My power is perfected in the exact spots you have called not enough. You have watched others move forward while you felt left behind, as if destiny skipped over you. Let me speak into this ache. Delays are not denials. My timing surpasses your understanding. Hidden seasons are not evidence of abandonment. They are where roots deepen, where faith is refined in secret. Soon you will witness how the most concealed places of perseverance become pillars of hope for those who come after you. I have been shaping you for endurance, not just for fleeting favor. Anticipate disruption. My love often arrives as a holy interruption, unseating complacency and shattering the ceilings set by self-protection. Over the next few days, expect to notice a shift. Perhaps a conversation will unlock a long-buried dream, or a door you closed out of fear will suddenly seem inviting. Pay attention. You will know it's me because the peace that comes will be inexplicable. Even if circumstances don't instantly change. Trust the nudges. Trust the pauses. There's a community rising alongside you, people who carry similar stories of delay, hope, and transformation. Although you often feel solitary, you are not walking this path alone. Countless hearts are awakening, feeling my call, stepping from ashes into new beginnings. When you doubt your worth or question your place, remember, your struggles are shared. Your life is knitted to a movement greater than you can yet imagine. The courage you cultivate in secret fortifies the many who watch silently, longing for proof that hope survives. Right now, you may sense resistance swirling within. Part of you wants to run back to what is safe, to settle for old rhythms that demand nothing risky. Listen closely. Stagnation is more dangerous than movement. Complacency suffocates destiny. Fear blocks the unfolding of your design. I am asking you to risk hope, to dare faith, to speak life where cynicism wants to reign. Put your hand back over your heart. Breathe. And for a moment, let the possibility of restoration feel real, because it is. There is a lie that whispers, you've missed your moment. Recognize where it began, a disappointment, a betrayal, or a door slammed in your face. But I am the God who redeems lost time, who transforms detours into highways of blessing. No opportunity is beyond my reach. You have not disqualified yourself, no matter how battered your hope feels. Even now, I am weaving together past pain, present progress, and future glory into a testimony none can steal from you. If this message has awakened something in you, consider sharing it with one person who needs to hear it today. Your courage might be the signal someone else has been waiting for. Already, the heaviness is beginning to lift. If you pay attention, you will notice your shoulders dropping, your breath easing. That is not accidental. It is the residue of my presence covering you. Turning anxiety into anticipation. When you sense that shift, pause now. Place your hand on your heart and say aloud, "Thank you." Say it even before you see the full evidence. Gratitude is a key. Each thank you turns a crack of hope into an opening wide enough for miracles to flow. Keep your eyes open for moments of confirmation. Do not disregard the text that brings encouragement at just the right time, or the song that seems to echo your unspoken prayers. This week, as you fold laundry or drive in silence, a wave of peace will break into your routine. That is my sign. You'll know it's me because the timing will feel impossibly perfect. And in the details, you will recognize the signature of my love. I have not forgotten what you've given up. The prayers you whispered, the sacrifices unacknowledged by others. Everything sown in secret is returning. First as courage in your bones, then as favor in places you least expect. I am calling forth new beginnings from what appeared dormant. Where others saw only decay, I see roots pressing deeper, new shoots pushing out of barren ground. Watch, beloved, as resilience becomes your story's headline. Let go of self-condemnation. Your worth is settled by my love, not by your record. Stop rehearsing every mistake as evidence against your future. Return to the truth. You are my beloved, called by name, fully accepted. My mercy renews you each morning, washing away the stains of yesterday. Stand in that freedom. Breathe in that reality. Let your heart expand with the assurance that you belong with me, with my people, with your destiny. You may hesitate to claim these promises for yourself, thinking they are reserved for someone more holy, more prepared. That too is a lie. I am not waiting for your perfection. I am responding to your invitation, your smallest movement toward me. Bring all of yourself, the doubt, the hope, the fear, the longing. Nothing disqualifies you from my embrace. My arms are wide, my grip is secure, and I have every intention of finishing what I started in you. There is more I want to reveal about your true identity, a strength you have yet to taste, a calling forging itself within each act of surrender. If you feel stirred, respond now with a simple, I receive. Say it out loud and let it settle in your chest. Listen for my voice in the quiet hours. Trust when I tug at your conscience, and know that even your restless nights are invitations to deeper intimacy. Your story is shifting. You will see signs soon, hints that breakthrough is closer than you dared to imagine. For now, remain attentive. Yield that last piece you have held back, and watch how I fill every hollow place with the fullness of my resurrection life. Do not be unsettled by the shifting details of your life or by the press of what seems urgent today. My presence is steady within every fluctuation. When your mind races ahead, seeking guarantees, I remind you that I never withdraw from your side. Breathe in this assurance. The same breath that calms you now is the one I have given since your first morning. Feel my care settle on your shoulders, light and firm, anchoring you even as the world's currents try to sweep your focus away. This is not the season to anticipate loss or to brace for disappointment. Instead, I draw your gaze to the horizon I set before you, a place of trust where my timing is at work, unseen but unfailing. Let your heart grow familiar with the gentle discipline of surrender. Not everything must be carried. Not every outcome must be mastered for you to flourish. Surrender is not defeat. It is a holy exchange, a place where you trade anxiety for peace, uncertainty for clarity, weariness for my sustaining strength. In the quiet of this moment, unclench your hands and let me fill them with what is needed for this day alone. My resources, my wisdom, my voice. These I offer just as surely as the sun rises, whether or not you can predict tomorrow's light. I do not rush you, but invite you to rest into my sufficiency. When your mind returns to old doubts, those silent questions that try to establish a barrier between you and my affection, I am not offended. Rather, I meet every raw fear with a steady, patient answer. Ask yourself, what if the change you seek is not found in striving, but in trusting how deeply I know your needs? I am not reluctant to bless. I am not withholding myself. Instead, my desire is to teach you that no barrier can withstand my persistence or my love for you. Where others may have disappointed, misunderstood, or overlooked you, I have never ceased to see you clearly. Consider, too, the small daily choices and how gratitude reshapes even the ordinary. As you notice the warmth of your morning, the taste of bread, the sound of laughter, or the quiet turning of pages, pause and write down one small thing you're thankful for right now. Keep that note somewhere you will see it again this week. Each act of pausing to give thanks roots you again in reality as I see it. A field rich in opportunity, not a desert of scarcity. Let thankfulness become not an obligation, but a lens that changes the atmosphere of your home and the posture of your heart. Through gratefulness, you open doors to connect with my joy, a joy that does not depend on outcome or recognition. Family weighs on your mind. Those you love, those for whom you hope and sometimes worry. Know that I take upon myself the things you can't control in their lives. I am the origin of restoration and healing, the defender of hope, even in hidden places. Whisper their names into the quiet and picture my hand upon each of their stories. I know what you cannot say aloud. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I tend to every heartache and every secret longing. My plans for your family are rooted in my goodness. You can rest in that, even as you continue to invest with love and patience. There may come moments when anxiety pushes you to isolate, to tighten your world until it feels small and containable. In those moments, do not retreat from me. I have not called you to bear burdens in silence, nor to self-protect with walls that leave you lonely. Instead, I draw near as a faithful friend who listens to your unspoken prayers. When you reach out through a quiet thought, a sigh, a single word, I respond. My comfort arrives not as a distant echo, but as a present help that dwells with you, especially in uncertainty. If you are carrying a specific burden now, speak its name quietly, then offer it to me with the words, I give this to you. Let your guard down just for a moment and sense how my peace rushes in. Identity remains a question that surfaces in new forms with each season of life. Do not believe the lie that you are defined only by your accomplishments, failures, or the opinions of others. You are, my beloved, marked by my intention before you ever made a choice. I have called you by name, and I am faithful to complete my work in you. Sense my delight as you walk through this day. You do not have to perform to win my favor, nor hide your struggles to earn my attention. Let your heart rest in the truth that who you are to me remains unchanging despite circumstances. As you encounter obstacles, do not be discouraged by what seems resistant or slow. Obstacles are not signs of my absence, but invitations for you to discover how closely I walk beside you in difficulties. Every closed door, every delayed promise, every confusing turn is an opportunity for you to lean in and listen for my voice. Sometimes I shield you from paths you don't see, or reroute you for greater protection and growth. Every detour is purposeful. Keep moving forward, trusting that my hand goes before you and that my wisdom shapes even the seeming delays for your good. The call I've placed on your life is not a burden meant to exhaust you, but an adventure we share together. At times, you may wonder if you have what is required, or if you have misunderstood my direction. Hear me. You are never expected to fulfill your calling apart from my empowerment. When you feel small or inadequate, remember that my spirit equips, encourages, and sustains you beyond your own abilities. Embrace a posture of dependence, not as weakness, but as confidence in what only I can accomplish through you. I am not surprised by your limitations. I delight to fill the gaps. Stay present to the small stirrings of my guidance throughout this day. Sometimes I lead with bold promptings, other times with a gentle nudge or the quiet conviction settling in your spirit. If you're unclear, do not rush to action. Instead, linger a moment longer in my presence. Wait without fear, knowing that my timing holds greater wisdom than your own. As you cultivate sensitivity to my leading, you will find yourself responding with a growing sense of peace, courage, and readiness to move forward in step with me. In every new morning, every crowded room, every lonely evening, I remain here, your safe place and strong foundation. Nothing about you is hidden from me, and nothing about your future is beyond my care. I promise to be both your guide and your rest, your advocate and your friend. As this journey continues, let today's moments of trust accumulate, becoming the building blocks for unshakable hope. I am not finished with your story. Beloved, when you open your eyes to greet another day, remember that nothing escapes my loving gaze. I see the unspoken prayers in your heart, the silent longings that surface when you are still, and the doubts that sometimes echo in the corners of your mind. If discouragement whispers that perhaps I have overlooked your needs or forgotten dreams that have lingered year after year, I invite you anew to lift your gaze. Even before you move from your bed, my presence hovers near you as sure and real as your breath in the cool morning air. Let this gentle assurance settle into your bones. You are never walking these hours unaccompanied. As you step into your daily routines, each small act, pouring a cup of water, greeting a loved one, facing your tasks, becomes sacred when you do it with the awareness that I am beside you. I have not called you to carry the weight of your world alone. Picture me placing my hand over yours, steadying you when your spirit trembles, imparting a quiet strength that is not your own. Don't measure the value of your day by what you accomplish or by the responses of others. Measure it by the moment you allow yourself to lean on me, to pause and draw from my endless patience, to trust that even silence brims with my presence. If anxiety or uncertainty try to steal your peace, return to the simple rhythm of surrender that I have shown you. Take one slow breath, and as you exhale, release your need to control what lies ahead. You are safe within boundaries I have marked around your life. Boundaries not of restriction, but of compassion and wisdom, shaped to nurture you as you grow into the fullness of who I made you to be. When your thoughts swirl and it feels difficult to stand still, let my words quiet the noise. I am the one who steadies your steps. I will not let you stumble while you look to me for guidance. You might wonder at the pace of my plans, questioning why certain doors remain closed or why new opportunities seem slow to appear. Remember, dearest one, my timing is not measured by the rush of your world, but by the unfolding of your heart. I am preparing you for blessings you cannot yet imagine, and some answers wait until your soul is ready to receive without fear or striving. I see the seeds you have sown, the prayers you have watered with tears, and not a single effort is wasted in my sight. I never rush the process of transformation. Each day adds strength, resilience, and gentle wisdom to your spirit. When you feel overlooked among others, or your strength seem unnoticed, come let me remind you that your worth does not depend on the applause of people. You are precious to me, not for what you achieve, but for who you are, hidden with me in love. Let that truth shield you like sunlight streaming through the window, warming everything it touches. Your identity is secure in me. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. No critique, failure, or delay can diminish what I have spoken over your life. This certainty allows you to rest even in uncertainty, to walk forward knowing you can never lose my favor. If conflict stirs within your family or relationships, hold these bonds gently in your open hands before me. I am not absent from your struggles. I am working in the unseen places, softening hearts, healing old wounds, and planting fresh hope. Keep living with an open heart, ready to forgive and to listen. Even the smallest act of kindness, the choice to speak peace when anger beckons, carries my power and multiplies healing. Where you feel powerless to change another's mind or actions, remember that your prayers move me, and I can shape hearts in ways far beyond your understanding. Sometimes frustration rises when you see others move ahead quickly while your path seems blocked. My beloved, do not judge your journey by comparing it to another's visible progress. The hidden work I am doing in you has a weight and substance that will one day shine brighter than you realize. I rejoice not just in your triumphs, but in your perseverance. Every day you choose to trust me is a resounding victory that heaven celebrates. Let gratitude be your response, even for small beginnings. Each moment of thankfulness opens your eyes to beauty you might overlook, like sunlight dancing on the wall or a gentle word that brings relief. Let joy find you in the ordinary. When you wash your hands, feel the cool water and know that I cleanse and renew you with every act of surrender. As laughter rings out in your home or a sudden breeze carries the scent of renewal, recognize these as gifts, signs that I love to surprise you with delight. There are times when fear tries to convince you that you are alone in the unknown. But I am the one who walks with you in the fog where clarity feels just out of reach. I know your deepest uncertainties, and I am not intimidated by them. Let faith rise in these moments, not as a demand to see the whole picture, but as the courage to take one step at a time, guided by my quiet voice. If you rest your weary heart in me, I promise my peace will cover you like a gentle cloak, protecting you from the lies of despair. You may still sense the tension between waiting and longing, between hope and doubt. But I am the faithful one who holds the outcome in my hands. Even now, I am preparing blessings and breakthroughs in hidden places, cultivating hidden growth even where all seems dormant. My presence fills the space between your prayers and the answer, between longing and fulfillment, infusing you with the kind of hope that does not disappoint. Though you may not yet see the fullness of my promise, know that I am always at work, orchestrating every detail for your good, and drawing your heart nearer to mine with every moment you trust me anew. You are awakening now to who you truly are, no longer marked chiefly by your wounds, but by the seal of my love upon your spirit. The old stories that once chained you lose their power as I rewrite your identity in a language fear cannot understand. You sense a rising boldness where timidity used to lodge. And in this quiet, I am equipping you for impact larger than you dared to envision. This is not fantasy. You are stepping into the fullness I always saw, even when you doubted, stumbled, and mistook survival for destiny. The winds of your prior disappointments are not barriers, beloved, but signals that new movement has begun. Pause a moment. Place your hand upon your heart. Feel the pulse beneath your skin. That persistent rhythm is evidence that my plans for you are not exhausted. Even now, I am stirring the courage within you to walk forward with vision. Questions surface. Am I ready for where you are leading me? Listen, little one. Readiness is not your burden. It is my gift. I shape vessels for purpose. What you see as inadequacy, I see as the blank canvas for my glory. You have measured your capacity by past failures, but I measure it by my promise. In the next few days, expect clarity where confusion reigned. You will notice someone speaking peace over you in a setting you least expect. You'll know it's me because a gentle warmth will linger long after the words are spoken. When that moment comes, do not dismiss it as coincidence. I speak in ways both loud and subtle, through people and pauses, through dreams and daily ritual. When your heart quivers at the thought of stepping out, remember my nearness is your steadying force. There remain hidden places in you, corners you thought unfit for light. I am not shocked by any of it. I enter those shadows not to accuse but to lift shame from your shoulders. You are not disqualified. My hands do not recoil from mess. They transform it. Release your grip. Even if your fingers have gone numb from holding so tightly to secrets and regrets, as you let go, you will feel a lightness that surprises you, like air returning to worn lungs. In this space, healing courses like living water, subtle at first, then undeniable. Breathe right now. Speak the affirmation, I am chosen, and carry it with you today. Say it once now, and again tomorrow morning. I am restoring the places the world told you could never be whole. Every fear that tries to resurface is being named and dismantled in my presence. You wonder if new battles will undo your progress or prove you aren't strong enough. Hear me. Your progress is not measured by flawless victory, but by willingness to rise again, to trust me with each trembling step. It is my strength that advances through your weakness. My power is made perfect when you feel least capable. You are not returning to the starting point, even when setbacks occur. Instead, you are ascending, each challenge preparing you for authority you could never have handled before. Stop. Absorb that. You are being raised up not in spite of your scars, but because they reveal where my grace has triumphed in you. Some days the noise of comparison presses in, whispering that others run faster, shine brighter, suffer less. That is a lie woven to distract you from a calling only you can fulfill. My beloved, your race is not against them. It is a journey into knowing and being known by me. Lay down the burden of looking left and right. Gaze forward where my hand is outstretched with fresh favor. You will begin to see opportunities surface that fit you in a way nothing else ever has. Your yes, however hesitant, is unlocking doors you believed were permanently sealed. When anxiety flares, breathe and repeat. I am chosen. I am not overlooked. I am loved. There is someone who needs the light you now carry. I did not heal you solely for your comfort, but to commission you as a carrier of hope. Your story, even the jagged chapters, is a lantern for another struggling soul. When the chance arises, and it will soon, do not shrink back. Speak even if your voice shakes. Others are waiting unknowingly for the courage that unfolds when you break silence. Your pain surrendered becomes seed. It grows, it multiplies. It becomes life for those trapped in silence or despair. You are not an accident. You are a deliverer in disguise. You may sense a tension, a longing for more, and a fear of stepping out. This is holy tension. It draws you closer to my heartbeat, pushing you to seek me, not for safety alone, but for purpose. There is glory on the other side of your yes. In the stillness of your room, listen for that inner pull, a gentle nudge that refuses to let you settle where you are. Respond to it. Small acts of obedience move mountains in the unseen realm. You think it's insignificant, but when you reach out, when you encourage, when you love boldly, you advance my kingdom more than you know. Now pick one small act of kindness to do before the day ends, and do it. Notice how it changes you. Watch how compassion erupts in places that once felt barren. Thousands have walked this path before you, reluctant and trembling, only to discover that my faithfulness outruns their fear. You are joining a movement of healed and healing ones, an unbroken lineage of the awakened who dare to believe that darkness does not get the final word. The stories you carry, the forgiveness you release, the transformation you embody, all ripple far beyond what your eyes can see. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. Trust that your obedience is significant in my eyes. Even when applause is absent, I see every step, every prayer breathed in secret, every tear not wasted. Let this truth settle deep. Your hidden battles matter to me more than your public victories. Amen is not spoken yet. This is a rising, not a resting. There are revelations I still want to entrust to you. The next part of your becoming waits just beyond the threshold of comfort. You will feel it, a flutter in your chest, an anticipation in your spirit, an expectancy that echoes my own delight. Know this as you step out. You are never alone. My hand is steady, my voice near, my spirit within, leading you from glory to glory, drawing you further into all you were designed to be. There is more I long to impart. Keep moving. When your heart aches with the longing to understand my timing, know that I am closer than every unspoken question. In the quiet, when there is a hush before dawn and even your breath seems gentle, I am not far. My presence wraps every moment. Pause there. Let yourself sense me near. You do not need every answer at once. I hold your days in kindness. As you surrender your hurried thoughts, a calm assurance will begin to unfurl inside you. I never rush what I cherish, and my work in you cannot be hurried by anxiety or self-doubt. Let my patience become your shelter while you wait. The world offers quick certainties and constant noise. Yet what I desire for you is peace that neither hurries nor fades. You will not miss your purpose, beloved, for I have planted it deeper than your own self-awareness. Rest your hands and unclench the inner striving. Growth happens as you abide, not as you force. Sit in this moment and let your gratitude bloom, even if you can only manage to thank me for the gentle morning, the pulse in your chest, or the sound of a loved one stirring nearby. When you welcome these small gifts, your spirit roots more deeply in my faithfulness. If fear insists that you measure your worth by your productivity, let me whisper a new truth over you this day. You are mine, even when you feel unproductive, unseen, or unfinished. My love alights on you not because of what you achieve, but simply because I formed you for myself. Remember the warmth of the sun on your skin after cold days, how it finds every shadow. In the same way, I reach into corners you thought forgotten. Nothing about you is overlooked. In your vulnerability, I cradle you. In your confusion, I lend you clarity. There will be seasons when you do not understand what I am doing, and yet, trust will be your anchor in the unknown. You can look back and see how I have carried you through yesterday's storms. Let these memories be stones of strength for today. Do not be afraid if you cannot see what lies ahead. Even as the path narrows or wins, I am already waiting for you around the bend. My guidance is steady. Every detour is known to me. Every delay has meaning within the gentle boundaries of my goodness. Delay does not equal denial. The waiting refines you, attunes your inner ear to my quiet instructions. If you bow your head and listen here, you will discern the difference between striving and surrender. I teach you not only to ask, but also to rest. Imagine my hand upon your shoulder, steadying you, drawing your gaze away from anxious comparison. I am not measuring your progress against another's journey. I only ask that you remain close to me, that you let your yes to me ring true in the secret places. Breathe in deeply, child. Exhale the weight you are not meant to carry. When anxiety grips your chest and your thoughts circle questions of when and how, picture me wrapping you in light, a quiet that hushes every jolt of fear. My timing is not slow. It is masterful, complete, woven together for your flourishing. Sometimes the delay clears obstacles you cannot see or protects you from dangers hidden just beyond your sight. Release your drive to control outcomes. Sit instead in the warmth of my promise. I will finish what I began in you. Lift your eyes again as dawn does after every dark night. You are not walking alone. Your steps are guarded, and your future is drenched in my kindness. Even in times when you stumble, I steady you. The mistakes you fear have not erased my calling. With every rising of the sun, I renew my invitation to trust. This is not a journey of endless tests, but of growing confidence in my voice. You are not behind. Every day is on schedule in my hands. If a longing for visible results makes your hands tremble, open them. In their openness, they become ready to receive. It is in your yielded moments that I pour out unexpected peace, hope that wells up, and a certainty that cannot be shaken by delay. Let this time cultivate in you a new courage, one that remains sure, not because of external evidence, but because you have met me in the waiting. Mark my nearness now, letting gratitude color every breath, every pause, every hopeful question that rises within you. As you press on, allow old worries about being too late or not enough to fall away. I am not limited by time as you are. I hold your past, present, and future together with the same love that first called you by name. My spirit goes before you, preparing opportunities and softening hearts. As you yield again, you will sense me moving, even in what looks stagnant. Trust that my word over your life cannot return empty. Let my whisper remind you, the seeds planted in surrender will rise in their season, bearing fruit only I could foresee. Today, do not waste energy on fearful speculation. Instead, give me your restless questions, your weariness, your guarded dreams. I can do more in one quiet moment than you could through days or years of anxious labor. If loneliness or discouragement weigh heavy, rest in my gentleness. I will revive your hope, lighten your soul, and surprise you with joy that does not depend on circumstances. Be still, beloved, and recognize I am for you here, now. And I am not done. I stand with you now, closer than the next breath you draw, inviting your soul into the miracle of being seen, chosen, and transformed. Kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. All this time, I have been whispering your true name beneath the noise of shame and striving, answering questions you thought too deep to voice. Every ache you've brought with you today, every scar the world could not comprehend, is precious in my sight. There is no part of your story that frightens me or pushes me away. Let yourself rest in this reality. I am not only aware of your wounds, I am turning them into witnesses of my resurrection power. Even the moments you wish you could erase are being redeemed to serve a greater purpose. My beloved, you have asked if the battle was worth the pain, if hope was a risk you should have avoided, if the dreams burning in your chest are destined for disappointment. Feel my answer pulsing through your heart. You are more courageous than you know. I am restoring what disappointment tried to destroy, breathing life again into bones you called barren. In the quiet where fear once ruled, you will begin to sense a stirring and awakening, quiet yet relentless. That is my spirit reshaping your future from the ashes of former seasons. You are stepping into days you thought you missed, reclaiming time that grief threatened to steal. I am the God who brings back what was lost, returning what was stolen, turning mourning not just to comfort, but to breakthrough. A new song. You may sense hesitation, a voice whispering that nothing has changed, that this is just another fleeting glimpse of hope. Let me say this, today marks a crossing over. Decisions you make in this moment, what you believe, what you release, whom you allow to define you, are catalysts for the shift you have begged me for. You do not need to manufacture faith or pretend away your doubts. I treasure your honesty, your fragile hope, the trembling yes you offer even now. It is my joy to do what you cannot, to carry you across chasms you thought would never be bridged. Place your hand on your heart. Breathe deep and slow, feeling the steady rhythm beneath your skin. That is evidence that my spirit has not left you, that life continues to pulse with promise, even on days full of shadows. The warmth rising within you as you speak these words, I am chosen, I am held, I am seen, is my nearness. So in the swirl of emotions, let yourself believe that change begins inside before it ever bursts forth outside. Healing, hope, and identity are not rewards for perfect behavior. They are birthrights. I declare over you even now. Some of you wonder, will I fail again? Will fear swallow me at the next storm? My answer is simple. I do not hold your past against you, nor do I define your future by old patterns of defeat. Each time you falter, I am there to steady you. Each time you fall, my arm is already reaching to lift you. Your journey is not measured in flawless obedience, but by willingness to let me lead, to trust that my love runs deeper than your worst day. This week, you will notice moments of unusual peace falling like dew, especially in places that typically bring anxiety. You'll know it's me because it won't make sense apart from my presence. Soon, words spoken over your life that once echoed with accusation will be drowned by the song of freedom only I can compose. Your voice is meant to carry hope to those still trapped by silence. You are being commissioned, sent as a bearer of what I have poured into you, a living testimony wrapped in divine mercy. When resistance rises, when circumstances still shout in contradiction, pause and remember, I am the constant, the anchor holding when everything else moves. You are surrounded, you are shielded, you are unmistakably marked as mine. My child, it is not the end of longing that I promise you, but fulfillment within the longing, a discovery that my presence satisfies even before the answer arrives. Trust my unfolding. When the temptation to retreat returns, sit with me. Let sorrow become a meeting place, heartbreak an altar where my healing flows. This is sacred ground, the soil where real roots are stretching deeper, preparing you to sustain what I'm about to release. I waste nothing, not even this season. Your scars are being turned into signs for others, your tears into rivers of comfort for the weary. You may sense a bittersweet ache, a grief for what never was or what you lost along the way. I honor that ache. I hold those memories with gentleness, gathering every tear as testament to your resilience. Let gratitude begin to break open on your tongue now. If this message has touched you, share it with one person who needs to hear it today. A single share could change a life. Thank me even for the pain, because from that soil, breakthroughs spring forth. You will not always understand my timing, but one day you will look over your shoulder and see a trail of faithfulness lighting every step you took, even the ones in the dark. There are others walking this road with you, pilgrims of hope, warriors with hidden wounds, those who have tasted both desperation and delight. You are not alone. The movement I am stirring across the earth carries your fingerprints too. The miracles unfolding in your life will spill over into homes, cities, generations yet unseen. Pause and sense the vastness of what you belong to. A chorus of saints, a constellation of lights overcoming night after night. Tonight, when you lay your head down, a quiet assurance is coming. My peace settling over you like a gentle blanket. Tomorrow, watch for a moment where clarity and boldness arise unexpectedly. The answer you needed, breaking through static and fear. You'll know its joy will well up, effortless and sure. Let this be said of you. They trusted me enough to let go, to surrender control, to risk vulnerability for the sake of true connection. My delight in you is unshakable. My plans for you are good, full of hope and invitation. You are walking out of the shadows, stepping into the light of your new identity. Loved, empowered, restored. Your best days are not behind, but opening before you, radiant with promise. I am eager to fulfill. Amen. Before you leave this moment, tell me which truth reached deepest. Write it below as a promise to yourself. When you see those words again, they will anchor you. I am reading every one, beloved. Your voice matters to me. Amen.